ago, it was completely different. I mean, they really didn't know what they were doing. He's just taken them from nothing to an organised set of men and women that are really enjoying their rugby, and it's going to grow over the next couple of years. They've got a great plan in place.
And Barbados has the ball here. They're in sort of the multicolored jerseys there, a little blue and yellow. Very fashionable, as St. Lucia is going to be in the more solid blue, solid light blue. A couple designs there, and off they go. They're on the run. Barbados, Nicolie Bonnet finds some space. Pardon me, that was Mikel Walcott, sorry. Gets that one, and Walcott heads towards the line, and Walcott touches down. And we have our first try of this one as hometown Barbados in front of their families and crowd touch that one down.
Great start for Mikel Walcott. Now this kid's deceptively fast, and actually I know that spoke quite a lot with his coach, and he had a bit of a confidence problem because he feels that he's not that fast. Now, in his environment, in this part of the world, he's probably considered an average sprinter, but he's got amazing foot speed. So when I see him actually going and doing it, it frustrates me that he has that doubt in his mind because he's just ridiculously fast. But his environment is, well, we're in Barbados, everybody's fast.
And did a great job handing off there. His bio does say he's a martial arts specialist. He used to defend of a player there as he was going in, and first try, but no good with the conversions. So we're at 5-0. Barbados over St. Lucia. Barbados will be here to kick. It's going to be DeAndre Phillips from the Emperor's Club. And kickoff there. St. Lucia comes down with it. Nice little break. Off they go. St. Lucia, that's Ethan Phillip. And a little offload there, and they are headed for the line. They're going to tie this one up right here and now. We'll get that try scorer number for you. That's Zavon Augustine from Laguerre. Plays for the Whiptail Warriors. They call him Zay, and he touches down that one. Good answer there from St. Lucia.
Responsive, that's it. Now we got a game.
We've certainly got a game on our hands. Just a tremendous little run there. So you take a look here. The big man Ethan Phillip just offloads it there to Augustine, and he's just away and good. And the kick is good. We're at 7 all, or 7-5, sorry.
7-5, yeah.
Our scoreboard is a little off there in the stadium for a second. So we're at 7-5. St. Lucia over Barbados here in first half action.
There's all kinds of power and speed in these two teams. It's a big lad to be moving at that pace.
Yeah, he's a big fella. Zavon Augustine. We'll see more of him this week, I'm sure. As we have Flavian Gabriel to kick off from the VBCC Stingers. Ball to DeAndre Phillips. He moves it back. Let's see if the speed can come on here for Barbados. What do they have right now? Is there some room open? There is a little bit, but cutting back in. Ball knocked back by St. Lucia. Referee says play on. All good.
Shane Howard regaining control of that.
Go back to Phillips. And off they go. Space out wide. Sean Ward puts that pass out, but space just closes down a little bit for Barbados.
Keep an eye on Shane Ward. When it comes to ruck time, he's a boss. He's an absolute bully. Here he is now.
That ball was knocked forward, so we're going to come back to a penalty. And yes, a yellow card. It's going to be Naaman Lascaris from the Castries area in the Rogues Club. Knocked that one on intentionally, so he'll have 2 minutes in the bin. Good opportunity here for Barbados.
That temptation to just stick your hand out there, it's always there, isn't it? You've got to be 100% sure that you're going to take it if you're going to do that.
Ball
Big
coming
Oxley
across here. They've got room to run.
A battle at the ruck there.
Off they go. Knocked forward a little bit, and it's kicked out to the midfield. We're going to come back here, and we may have another yellow card, and in fact we do. To, I believe, one of the Barbados players this time. So are we even at 6?
Yep. 6. That's Shane Howard, sent to the naughty box.
So just about at the same time, so not much difference between those yellow cards. So we're off here in St. Lucia. Through Gabriel. And ball knocked on there by St. Lucia. We're going to come for a scrum. Remember, it's 6-on-6 here. There's going to be a lot more room on the field for somebody to make a break off of this set play.
Yeah, right. It's going to be an interesting couple of minutes. Oh, he's already coming back on. St. Lucia's player is coming back on. Oh, no, it's a substitution. Excuse me.
Just a substitution there. Their defensive setup, I suppose.
Yeah.
You can make some of these substitutions here. And they're waving somebody back on.
There's his time. That's
there
his time.
Is.
Yeah,
well, it was a quick 2 minutes, actually. So off we go. It is...
So St. Lucia now have the advantage of the additional player. That was a quick turnaround.
Here. Room on the field just closes down at Barbados.
Just too early engagement, and he gets penalised.
We are going to have another card, and is that 2 yellow cards? And that?
So he's gotten the yellow card now for the early engagement in the scrum.
I think he knocked down the ball is what happened, but is that his second card?
Is it the same player?
Is that the same player?
Was it the one, I think it was the one that just... No, because that was number 6. Earlier.
Okay.
It was the number 6 earlier.
So,
they do look
excuse
the same.
me. Mm-hmm. So Barbados snakes out of the tackle there in their way. DeAndre Phillips headed towards the line. He's got one runner on him, but he's over the try line. Dots down. No worries, Barbados. They take the lead again, 10-7, with kick to come.
Didn't think twice about it, did he? He had half a yard and he was gone. There was a couple of outstretched arms chasing him down, but they just couldn't. They couldn't stretch their fingers far enough.
And the kick from a bit of a tough angle here. We'll see how they do.
It's going in that wind. That wind's changed direction again. It's the third time it's changed direction. It's kind of coming in again. That one side of the stadium is an open side and the other 3 is closed. So there's a wind coming from right to left on your screens. So it's difficult to kick into it.
We can see from those Cockspur rum signs blowing in the wind.
Cockspur Rum, one of our sponsors today. We're dabbling in a few of those later on, hopefully, John. Or maybe not so late. It's almost midday, mate. We've got to hit it through.
I'm impressed. I would never. And we'll take another look at the replay here. DeAndre Phillips, Bridgetown boy, plays for the Emperor's Club. They're going to dot that one down to extend their lead in Barbados in this first half.
He's improved a lot.
Lead.
He has improved a lot over this last year. He seems to have stretched a bit.
Joe Whipple doing a great job with his team, and Phillips will follow up to kick this one off. Nice high hanger.
Yeah, he just seems like a much more complete player now, that young lad.
Ball comes across. That's Ethan Phillip. Set up the last try. St. Lucia go for the power up the middle. A little offload there, and Phillip gets it back. He's going to have to find some solace in the ground right now, and he does. Ball comes off to the right-hand side. Attempted chip ahead doesn't work, but back in the hands of the St. Lucia players. Here's one of their big units trying to get that ball down there. That's Naaman Lascaris. He did have that early yellow card. The referee is going to say, go ahead with this quick one in St. Lucia on the move here. That's Ron Eugene. But ball winds up in touch, and I believe that is halftime, where we're at 12-7. Barbados over St. Lucia. And we're going to go back with second half action in just a moment.
I only stole 4 seconds of 1 minute. Can't ask anything after.
We're back at the Kensington Oval here in Bridgetown, Barbados. 2019 Rugby Barbados World Sevens. Halftime lead for Barbados, 10-7 over St. Lucia. 7 minutes of exciting rugby to come here, Gav. I think St. Lucia really needs to turn the power on.
They do, mate, yeah, and they've got that strength through the middle. Can they find that strength and then release the speedsters on the outside? But you see them, they're a shorter, stockier team in the forwards. But they do have that speed on the outside. They need to take advantage of that and maybe suck in some Barbados defenders with the strength and then release.
Referee Staglon sees that one go out. Assistant referee Berard on the spot. So it's going to be a line out here for St. Lucia. St. Lucia running from left to right on your screen now in that light blue with a bit of yellow and the multicolored, very natty jerseys for the Barbados team here.
Very tropical. Great to see Staggy out there, a famous Guyana rugby player over the last 10, 15, maybe 20 years, and he's gone into retirement and taken up refereeing. He's done very well with it as well.
He resisted the urge to catch that ball.
And there's Walcott again going over. It looks very smooth through the middle.
And you're telling me Walcott thinks it's slow.
He does, mate. It's a really interesting. He's a very nice lad and very, very humble. And I think he, when he does find that confidence, he's going to be a fantastic rugby player, but just doubts himself.
Great job right there. I think that confidence is definitely coming in, and we would certainly give it to him as we get ready to take a look at this, but they have a kick to come. Just a little ball off to him there.
Shane Howard's back on the field after his naughty boy box moment. So everyone's back to 7.
And I think that kick was good. It's just going to see Walcott here. Just steps around and goes in. No problem.
Yep, steps one, shoots through the gap. It's just his first 2-3 steps are really solid, and once he opens up his stride, it's even nicer.
Just 23. He's got plenty of rugby ahead of him. Keep that speed going as Barbados going to kick off here. We're at 17-7.
And he's very involved in the rugby community as well. He's the first guy that turns up when things need to be set up for the youth and all of that. So he's a good kid.
Ball over St. Lucia there. Big Cletus Joseph gets the ball bounced out of his hands. Power coming in there. Flavian Gabriel gets taken down, and he looks like he's got the worst for wear on that one. Barbados right outside here. They've got runners if they want to go. They do, and they're going to dot that one down. No problem. It is going to be Shane Howard, the man you were talking about, the banker of the Renegades Club. Yeah. Dots down a try.
Yeah. Came back on. He's done some damage. Now, DeAndre Phillips hit the St. Lucia tackle play and really hard. He hit him and eventually taking the ball as well, which set up that try. And that St. Lucia player looks like maybe there's a broken collarbone or something down there.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a bit of a unfortunate and possibly serious injury here.
And DeAndre Phillips is on his knees as well, so he felt it on the other end, and he was the one that was doing. He just flew in. It was 100 miles an hour.
We saw another look at the try there. That was Howard. And we'll just hold on for a minute here. All this gets sorted out.
He's up. He's up.
Oh, good. Very
Brushing
fortunate for Flavian Gabriel from Onze-le-Ray.
Trying to convince himself that he's all right. Typical rugby lad.
Never want to see anybody injured, of course. But he's just going to step off for the remainder of this one as Barbados has pushed their lead to 22, and they'll be kicking off right here, right now. Another look there at Shane Howard touching down that latest try. After this game, we have the Leadership Angels versus Atlantis. Should be an exciting matchup there.
Leadership Angels were good earlier on in the day. It'd be interesting to see if they can do it, play well two games in a row.
High, really great kick going up from Barbados. Knocked backwards by St. Lucia. We're going to come back for the knock-on. The scrum for St. Lucia, just about 35 meters out from their line.
Yeah, I think Barbados got their hand to it. Again, that breeze picking up.
Interesting scrum feed here from the opposite side from St. Lucia, but referee Staglon sees it go around and wants to do it right. And down they come and ball off to the left-hand side there. And tucked under one arm. It looks like a run for Vitus Pierre.
Big hit from Carrington and the follow-through on the ruck.
And long pass out there to no one in particular. Gets taken down by big Dwayne Nathaniel. Under pressure, he puts Jesse Francois. And inside their own zone with a lot of pressure on him, but a penalty against Barbados here in St. Lucia. An opportunity to have a run. Some of these big units don't look like an 80-meter run is in their arsenal, but we'll see how they do. As off they go, and a little knock-on sneaks in. Maybe I cursed them, Gav, but we're going to have a scrum here for Barbados.
Yeah, they breed them thick in St. Lucia, that's for sure. There's some solid blokes down there. Slightly lighter and more mobile Barbados team controlling things at the moment.
Yeah, this is one of those classic power versus speed opportunities, because you see the power from the scrum of St. Lucia turns into the speed of Barbados, and off they go. That's Dario Stout.
Did he get it down clean? Yes, he did.
Referee Staglon says he did. We are moving on here for Barbados.
Good chase from St. Lucia in number 14. That's Pierre. Really good chase, because Dario Stout is no slouch. I've seen that kid. He can move. So for that chase down to happen right there, it was impressive. And he was a good 5 yards head start as well.
Dario Stout, top academic at Harrison College. Goes to the University of West Indies.
Really smart kid.
Playing his rugby here with Barbados. Gets a try for his efforts, and DeAndre Phillips to convert. Pushes it off to the left-hand side.
See the wind there once it got up?
Yeah.
It just shoved it right across. So it got to a certain height and it just pushed across.
We'll just take another look at it here. No problem there for Stout. Chase coming on, but he's able to get to the corner, and good.
I was waiting for the arm to swing over the top and just pop that ball out. Didn't quite get to it. And Walcott kicking off.
A low knuckleball there comes down in the hands of Kirk Phillip. And St. Lucia just inside their own 40, looking to get something here in the second half. A little show and go doesn't happen for Augustine. He scored once, but that ball bounces Barbados' way.
I also hate hearing that, though. Yeah, I hate hearing
A couple of knock-ons coming in there.
Couldn't quite scoop it up.
And Noah Paskins. There's a final knock on there.
Oh, Noah Paskins. Wow. Nice to see him in the squad. Young lad. I think he's still in high school, that one.